Yes, digital product family, we're back again for a fantastic wall art technical video, which is going to give you some specific wall art sizes so you can go ahead and get those fantastic printables up and listed on Etsy real quick. Check this out. You got to stay with me. This is a full tutorial and this is a focused bit of work here. So listen, stay with me right to the end. But guys, before I get going with this, if you love digital products, you love creating, researching, and all of that mad stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Don't forget to share, because we love to share, guys. Check this out. Listen, this is a crazy one, right? Nuggets all day long in this one. This is nugget time. Check it. Golden nuggets right here. Now, look, in my last video, I'm going to put a link in the description, right? I'm going to put my link about this video where I identified like fantastic niche, unsaturated niche, which you can get into right now. Now, don't forget, if you're watching this video in a year's time, it ain't going to be right now. But I can show you the process anyway so that you can find those niches. So real quick, right? I created this on Midjourney, which is like this Halloween, vintage, spooky, pumpkin vibe. And the reason why I did it is because time of doing this video, you know, Halloween will be coming soon. And what you have to do is when you create printables, you got to think about what's coming, the time of year, because all of these things play a part in terms of what customers are looking for, right? So Christmas time, if it comes up, then you got to think about those Christmassy sort of vibe wall arts, right? Remember, you got a sub niche as well. Sub niche. I can't say it enough. Wall art, the overall arching niche, right? You always got a sub niche in it so you can get those unsaturated nuggets. Check this out. Now, if I jump on, remember, just before I show you these wall art sizes, these specific ones, just stay with me because this is very important too. Now, at the moment, you know, things like this, which is like sets of 9, 10 are selling fantastically well right now on Etsy, right? Things change over time. Sometimes it can fluctuate, but these kind of Halloweeny, dark, vintage, you know, spooky, kind of vibey printables like sets are doing really well. Sets of 9, 10. And you know, when I use EVERBEE, check out my link in my description for the SEO that I use, which is called EVERBEE. This is how I identify things, right? And it's things like this. If you look at the last keyword, set of 10 prints, look, it has a keyword score of 280. Like 186 people search on this every month, which is not a massive amount, but the competition is so low, so you're bound to get seen. Set of 9 prints, 50. Fantastic again. Dark gallery wall, you know, like dark core sort of, you know, prints. Dark Halloween print. What else? Witchy wall art, possibly moody aesthetic, right? Halloween print set. So what you want to do as much as possible, you want to get as many sort of keyword scores so that when you add up all the volume, you're most likely to get seen. You know, and there are other keywords on different ones like this earthy. There's other words like, if you check out my video, right, check it out where I show you those fantastic keywords that you can get those ranking in that wall art sub niche, okay? But I've done that already in the last video. I just wanted to touch on it quickly. But let's say I've made my design, right? Because I based it on that. So I put in a prompt using Midjourney, which was the earthy autumn trees, dark pumpkins in the style of a spooky autumn oil painting. Boom! That was my prompt. I created it. I got 4 versions last time. Here you go. Those are the 4 different versions. I got happy on this one. I like this one. And I thought, okay, let's upscale this one. So obviously, if you're happy with it, what you need to do with Midjourney, you upscale your design. There you go. And save it in your documents, right? Save image as, boom, put it in your downloads where I like to keep it, right? Boom. There you go. It's done. Now, the thing about this is, obviously, in terms of quality wise, you can always do a lot of things with wall art. You can either use Photoshop. Photoshop is good because you can quickly get that resolution high, or you can upscale it. So I definitely suggest, you know, as much as possible. At the minute, it's sitting around probably 120 DPI resolution. You want to increase that really. You want to get it to 300, especially for wall art. You want to get around the 300 plus. So I always suggest like try and upscale it. So look, I'm not going to upscale it in this video, but check out all the links in my description where I show you there's upscalers there where all you need to do is upload this file and then upscale it. I would say 4 times. 4 times is a good number, and then download it again. Okay, I hope that's clear. I've also done videos on upscaling, loads of them. So do check out my wall art playlist. Check out my clip art playlist. I've done upscaling before. But for this video, it's all about sizing, right? Wall art sizes. What are the right sizes? Now, when you actually go onto Etsy, I think it's always a good idea to see you know, what the good sellers do. So I always like to see what, say, you know, people that are selling quite well on Etsy, especially ones that are selling well, that are doing well. And the reason why I say that is because, and if they're getting all 5 stars, they're obviously doing something correct. You know, looking at their offerings, a lot of them, if you look on the side, on the description, should tell you what it is that they offer. So you'll get things like this, and you can see those sizes here. Right, so all of these sizes that you see on the side. Now, these are, I mean, looking at these are quite common sizes that are offered, right? But I would always check. But I'm going to give you right now the most common sizes that are kind of offered on Etsy, right? I'll give it to you right now. You can take a picture of it. You can pause the video, write down, however you want to do it. I'm going to give you them right now. So these are the sizes pretty much that are the main ones that are offered. So here you go, wall art sizes. So what you tend to do is when you're selling wall art, you would tend to offer ratios. So if you look at this, the reason why I've underlined it is because it's usually these ratios: 2x3, 3x4, 4x5, 11x14, 5x7, right? And how it works is, you know, and that you can actually see it. I think you even saw it in that example, and that was just like a random example, right? There you go. And how it works is within these ratios, there are sizes, right? So I'll give you an example, right? Let's have a look. So 16x20 would be one of your typical sizes that you know, a customer would want. Okay, that's quite a typical size. That falls under the 4x5 ratio, size ratio, right? Now, if I go over to that listing, because I like to put things in context, if I go over to this listing, 16x20, look, it says each one of the rectangular prints included in 10 different sizes. So you can see it's offered as a 16x20, okay, which is good. Now, and the thing is, this is the 16x20, which is a 4x5 ratio. Now, I'm going to come back to this again, and I'm sure I've got the other ones that are there. Let's have a look. 18x24 inch. Let's see what the 18x24 inch is. 18x24 inches there, and it falls under the 3x4 size ratio. So let me just, I'm going to quickly just, I want to underline these, right? So that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Because they fall under the ratio. So you can see that one fell under the ratio. So it's a 3x4 ratio. You can see this one falls under the 18x24 is 3x4. The 16x20 is 4x5 ratio. Because what it is if you're able to do it at this size, so let's say when I create the wall art sizes, which I'm going to show you, then it kind of allows for the others to be sort of printed as well, because it falls under the same ratio. Right? I hope it makes sense. All you need to do really is make sure you got a size done, wall art size, within one of these ratios. Okay. So I'm going to just double check that this guy's done 12x8. Let's see, 12x8. And this is like, I'm just choosing one of them. Look, 12x8. They've done the one in the 2x3 ratio. See? Let's see what else they've done, because I offer quite a lot, like in terms of like I make sure that I cover all the sizes. So we've got 18x24, 11x14. Let's see if they got 11x14. Where's 11 boy? Yep, so they got the 11x14 ratio. Okay, remember, pause and go back on this video. So the offering that this listing has got, and which I suggest you also do, is 11x14 ratio, 4x5 ratio, 3x4, and the specific size when you actually create it is these ones that I've underlined, because it falls within those ratios. I hope it makes sense. What else? I do a 5x7. Did they do a 5x7? Yep. Yeah. Okay. So they offer a 5x7, right? offer a 5x7, which is good. So 5x7, yep, they offer it. Well done, good work. What else isn't something else isn't offered? Let's have a look. Something missing. Let me just double check. So they've got a 5x70, 5x70, 50x70. Sorry, 50x70 is also an offering which, you know, is sometimes one required. I mean, I wouldn't put it on, but I'll tell you what I put: international sizes, right? International size is the ones that you see here. International sizes are pretty A2, A3, A4. So these are like international size that sometimes they ask for. A2, A3, and A4. I would add those, not as, you know, as massively common, but yeah, you could add those. I could have those. It's not an issue. Okay. Let me just make sure I got the right color. Sorry. Okay. So these could be also added to it, right? But as long as you're covering all these ratios, that's the important bit. Okay. And then you're pretty much good to go. Now, let's go to the next bit. So how do you actually create these? So as I just showed you, right? I'm on Midjourney, right? So I've downloaded my image. Let's say you created something, a wall art on Midjourney, right? Or you can create in Canva, or Photoshop, whatever it is. Now I'm actually gonna do a version of the wall art, different sizes, creating it in Photoshop and maybe KITTL as well. So if you do want that, say it in the comment. All right, I like using Photoshop too. Photoshop's fantastic, but in this example, I'm doing a Midjourney AI art, which I'm gonna resize into some of those typical sizes. And actually, I'm gonna use the sizes for that seller because that's a really good seller as well. I'm gonna use those exact ratios. These ones, look, right? I'm gonna use these ones. Okay, so let's go and let's start with 16x20. Okay, let's do 1x16x20. So I'm gonna jump on to. Remember what I said, make sure it's upscaled and blah blah blah. And then what you do is you can jump onto Canva. For this example, I'm gonna do it on Canva. But remember what I said. I'm gonna show you probably a Photoshop and a KITTL version, hopefully soon as well. So what you do is you create design. You go to custom size, right? And then you type in 16x20. What the hell? That's in there already. Must have done it before. 16x20. Create design. Okay? Create design. And then what you got is you got your page. Then what you got to do is go to upload. Where's your artwork, your design? So I'll go to upload files. Okay, so get your file, which is this one. Click open. That's gonna come up on the side, and then click it. All right, there you go. There's my artwork. Now, you know, you obviously depends on your artwork. It depends on your artwork whether you can actually scale it well or not. So obviously, you know, a lot of the abstract artwork can be done quite easily. If you got something like, you know, like a landscape, it may not be, but you know, you can also do it. So look at what I do. So I've enlarged it. Obviously, I'm trying to keep the scale as much as possible. Okay. So obviously position it how you want the artwork to look within the frame, within the canvas size. There you go. I think I like the tree that one's shown. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it like that. That's my artwork. Is that in that vintage oil painting style? And yeah, so what I would tend to do is I would do this. I would go to download. So what you'll find is they tend to offer it as a JPEG or a PDF. Okay, in terms of the wall art. So this one I'm gonna do as a JPEG. Now here you can increase the quality size. You know, it would kind of be, you know, generally you want to make sure that you got the maximum quality on Canva. I believe that this one, you know, the link is in my description for Canva if you don't have it already. So this one would increase the size. You want to have it around the 300 dpi. I believe this one is not quite the 300 dpi, but you know, you can get away with it with Photoshop, and I believe KITTL. I think in terms of that resolution, there's much more clarity with that. You know exactly how much the DPI is with that, but you can always check it by checking the file size when you actually, after you download it. So let's say I download it as a 16 by 20. Remember, this is a 16 by 20 inch, which falls on the 4 by 5 size ratio, right? Which is sufficient, right? As one of my files that I'm gonna put on Etsy's listing. Okay, so what you need to do is, obviously now you're gonna download it. Okay, now what I would suggest is you can either download it as a JPEG, JPG, or a PDF, best for printing. You know, they tend to, wall artists tend to offer it in one or the other file formats. Okay, so do your research and see what people are offering most of. I want to do JPEG for this one. I'm gonna increase the quality, increase the size, right? Increase that size so that the resolution is good. I'm gonna go to download. Might take a bit of time. I need to get that quality obviously there and good. Now then, what I'll do is I'll go to my downloads. Let me see, is it there? Yes, there. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so let me just open this up. Okay, that's my 4 by 5 ratio. I'm gonna save it as a 4 by 5 because when I need to, let me look at the file info. Okay, that's not too bad. That has a DPI of 313. That's the file size, so that's not too bad. 300 DPI resolution is sufficient. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just write down 4 by 5 ratio, right? Ratio, so that the customer knows. Whoops, ration. Ratio. Let me just check it. Double check. 16 by 20. Yeah, 4 by 5 ratio. So the customer needs to know what size it is, right? Just make sure that you have that clarity for them. Where am I? I need to go to. I was writing, isn't it? I was writing it up. 4 by 5 ratio. Right? And just right size ratio. Right, so that's one. Let me go back and do the others. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna just show you quickly. Like, so let's have a look at the sizes again. I need to do a 18 by 24. So I'm gonna resize that Canva one. Let me go to File, Resize. Where's Resize? Where's Resize? Oh, sorry, I gotta click on it first, innit? Okay, so you can just go to Create New Design, Custom Size, go to inches. This time I'm gonna go to another, probably most common of the sizes, 3 by 4, 18 by 24 inch. Go back, type in 18 by 24 inch, 24 inch, create new design. Okay, there's a few ways I can do that. I could have resized, but I'm just going to do this very quickly. Go to my uploads because they're just there. Again, get my design, take my design, try and do it in proportion first of all, as much as I can, and that's it. And I'll just position it how I want it to be. Obviously, as much as possible, you want to make it as similar in terms of where the position of your artwork is with all the sizes, so they have that similar look. So just always check with your artwork and just make sure. With abstract it's easier. With something like this, you just kind of make sure that you're fitting it in the right frame, in the right place generally, right? So that it looks like they're all similar. And then yeah, so this is called 18 by 24, which falls on the 3 by 4 size ratio. So again, do the same thing, download. I'm going to do it as a JPEG again, and do high quality, larger quality, so that it's I can get that that resolution crisp again, or as good as I can. Remember, I'm gonna do a version on Photoshop as well, and KITTL, definitely, for those of you that use those. But I just want to show you really like quick way. So he's downloaded the 3x4. So 3x4, 3x4, 3x4. What am I doing, man? 3x4 size ratio. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the others, all right, very quickly. So what I'd want to do is I want to offer 5 file sizes. So I'm literally gonna very quick. So literally what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1, 2. I've done these 2. I'll do 3, 4, and 5. That's it, and then just literally get them uploaded. Okay, so that's what you would do. You do all the 5, and the ones that are underlined are probably, that's what I'd probably tend to use within those size ratios. Once you got all 5, so let's say you've got all 5, right? These are not correct, so I just delete those ones and just get rid of these. So once you got all 5, okay, those are 2 now. What I tend to do is I'd create a new folder, and just call it wall art, Halloween wall art or something, whatever you want to call it. And then literally you put all your designs in the folder. Yeah, so so what I'll do is, if you once you got all your 5 files, you just need to go right click, send to compressed zipped folder. Okay, and then that's it. That's what you need to do, and literally there you go. That's your zip folder. You upload it on Etsy's done. But listen, guys, this is what I'll do. I'll be honest with you. This is what I'll do. Part of your list. So this is what I would do actually. Part of your listing, I would just make sure that you have this on the listing so that they understand also maybe what they're going to offer. So I would put this information on the description of your listing, and also on the list, on the image listings, as one of the images, have that, some of that information there, so they understand what they're getting. Clarity is everything, guys. You got to be clear with your customers, because you don't want any negative reviews. You want them to be positive. So the more information you get, the more likely they're going to buy, and the less questions they're going to have. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to do a very quick mock-up. So just bear with me. Like, check this out, guys, right? Check this mock-up out. It's like literally like seconds. Right, I'm going to do a new page. Let me go file, create new design, custom size. Gonna do pixels this time, 2000 by 2000 for my listing. All right, for my listing. So look, as you know, in wall art, you gotta have mockups, right? Please make sure you got some fantastic looking wall art mockups. Check out my wall art video on Midjourney. I create wall arts in Midjourney and they look amazing. Check this out though. Look, there's stuff on Canva as well now. Like, let me do wall art mockup. I'm sure I remember seeing stuff on here. I haven't used these so much, but they're sure they're easy as well. Look, check it out, man. Oh my God, it's working for me. It looks fabuloso. Check this out, guys. It's gonna be quick. Where my uploads at? Okay, there you go. Boom. Right? Let's get this wall art looking crisp. I'm not sure the background works for this one. Look at that. Okay. Okay. We're reloaded. Check it out, man. Actually, that doesn't quite fit. Okay. Get it in that frame, man. Get it in that frame. Probably need to zoom in just to double check the framework. Yep. Okay. It looks good. Let me see. Go down a piece, up a piece, down a piece, up a piece, down a piece. Yeah, fiddly, man. Zoom in a bit more. You got, when it's a frame, just make sure you get it right, because it can look a bit naff, as we say in the UK. It looks naff. Yep, it looks, that looks okay. That one looks okay. Does the bottom one look okay? Okay, it all looks okay. Check it. The wall art is looking good. Actually, there's loads of different ones. I did this, and look, that was done like in crazy speed, right? Crazy speed. That's it. And just download it. Download it as a PNG. Boom. Download. It's ready to go. That's my wall art mock-up done, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, them ones. And then that's it, guys. I think I'm ready to go now. What I like about it, let me check out some of these mock-ups, man. I think they look wicked. But you know, that one probably looks a bit too, wait, what am I doing? Let me just double check these ones. Just want to see. Okay, so they got loads. Yeah. Ooh, look at this one. Wait, let me just get rid of that for a second. Let me sit to back, because I like that dark look. Kind of looks good. But you know what? To be fair, you want it to be light so it stands out, right? So you do want it to be quite light. Look at this. Let me see how this one looks. This one's got a little, like a mini frame as well. Wow. Not sure this one works as well, actually. I kind of like the light look. Okay, how's that one, guys? Does it work for you? That one's okay, actually. That one could be good. But to be honest, I like to have my mock-ups looking light, right? I want the focus to be on the artwork. So, nah. Let me go back. Let me go back, right? I want the focus to be on the artwork, right? As much as possible, you know? So, as much as you can, this is my advice, is try and choose like a wall art that keeps the focus on the artwork, right? Again, look, here's some good one. If you got a set, which I suggest you do, set of 8 and 9 or 10, this is a wall art for a set. Okay, you can also get sets on this. And if it doesn't work, there's Midjourney. And if that doesn't work, I've also got a link in my description, which is about Place It, which is again some other mock-up website, right? So guys, I hope that helped. Let me just go back to the other one. I'll just leave it at that. Just leave it at my nice one. Boom. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. Don't forget, remember, if you've got any questions, drop it in the comment below. I got to do a Photoshop version, to be honest, and a KITTL version of all art sizes. I do want to do that. If you did find value, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Check out my playlist on wall art. Check out all the links in my description for everything that I use, like EVERBEE. And I shall see you on the next video. Take care. Boom.